someone lashed out at me saying the autism spectrum has gone past its breaking point. This person made a number of comments to the effect that only profoundly autistic individuals are autistic and the rest of us on the spectrum are ridiculous. Let me lovingly push back with a little history. You said you knew people with Asperger's 20 years ago, and today's late diagnosed autistics don't look like them to you. I hear that. That's an honest observation. But here's the part most people skip. The word autism wasn't even coined until 1911 by a Swiss psychiatrist named Eugen Bleuler. And he wasn't even talking about us. He used it to describe a symptom of schizophrenia. It wasn't until the 1940s, Leo Kanner in 1943, Hans Asperger in 1944, that autism got recognized as its own thing. Autism spectrum disorder didn't even exist as a term until the 1980s. So riddle me this. Were there no autistic people before 1911? Before 1943? Before the 1980s? Of course there were. We just didn't have a name for them yet. In fact, historians and researchers have long speculated that figures like Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, Mozart, Michelangelo, even Henry Cavendish, the chemist who discovered hydrogen, likely lived their whole lives somewhere on the spectrum. Now, hold on. We can't diagnose dead people, but the patterns, intense focus, social difficulty, deep specialized interests, sensory differences, showing up across centuries, across continents, across cultures. That's not a modern invention. That's humanity. That's how God has always wired some of us. The spectrum didn't get wider. Our eyes did. For most of history, autistic women, autistic adults, autistic people of color, quiet kids who learn to mask, such as myself, we were invisible. Not absent, invisible. Autistic people existed long before the word autism did. We were inventors and artists and quiet kids in the back pew. We didn't appear when the diagnosis did. We just finally got seen. I'm Joshua with Blessings Revolution. Bless others with your thoughts, words, and actions. Be blessed and be a great blessing.